Okay. All right. Okay. I didn't. Okay. All right. Good deal. Okay. All right. Welcome back to Pharmacist On Call. Your host, Dr. Sean Pruitt, your community pharmacist of the world. So, good evening, Nashville, Middle Tennessee, Southern Kentucky. Those of you as far west as Jackson. Those of you as far east as McMinnville. So, hey guys, guess what? This is the July show. A Pharmacist on Call. Wanted to apologize. We were supposed to convene at the beginning of the month, but guys, I was so busy with the growth in the pharmacy. Hey, I just wasn't able to do it. So we've moved it to this weekend. And then pre-warning, August, the first show of the August will be moved to the second weekend due to the election. So just wanted to let you guys know again. My apologies for all of you who missed the show. But hey, this is your 1 hour opportunity to call in with those questions and those comments. So here we are. The rule number one: there are no silly questions. So you can call in with anything that ails you, anything dealing with medication, anything dealing with health conditions, anything dealing with prescription medication or herbal supplements. We have it all here for you. This is your 1 hour forum. I did want to let you know we kind of changed the phone number. So it was a 737-7587 number. So make sure that you look, because I know some of you guys probably saved it on your phones. There's a new phone number for you to call in. It's 2345650. So just a little update there. I know some of you probably had it on speed dial. Quickly, did want to get into some birthday shout outs like we always do. First, I wanted to wish happy birthday to my son, Sean Pruitt Jr., who will be turning 12 this weekend. My late nephew, Artie Thomas, happy belated birthday to him. My cousin, Michelle Daly Garcia, happy belated birthday to her. And my homegirl, Chandra Wynn, happy belated birthday to you as well. Did want to do some condolences. First, wanted to recognize Miss Tina Urban on the passing of her son, one of the longtime supporters of the pharmacy. So I want to let her know that she's in our thoughts and prayers. Also want to send a shout out to my aunt, Miss Benita Daly Moss, on the passing of my uncle Willie Moss last month. Willie, a great guy, was really happy to see them together, and actually shares a birthday with me. He's Valentine's baby as well. So condolences to the Daly and the Garcia family on the passing of Uncle Willie. And then finally, passing on condolences to the Pruitts, and particularly Mr. Charles E. Davis of the Charles Davis Foundation, my cousin, the passing of his mom, called her Pinky. So for those of you who knew her, she passed away, I think maybe a few weeks ago. The services were yesterday, I believe. So I didn't get a chance to make it. So I want to send condolences to Charles, Tony, and the family out that way. And and it looks like that's about it. Oh, one of my fraternity brothers passed away as well. Sean Thomas pledged at Tougaloo College in '81. So for those of you who knew Sean T, great brother, love him. So wasn't able to make his service down in Memphis, but condolences to his chapter, PE Rho Epsilon down in Tougaloo, and all the brothers in the Memphis, Mississippi area. So sorry to see him go. Let's see. Did want to do some shout? Oh, I did mean to shout out my son. He's going to be playing football for his fourth season here. So I wanted to shout out his football team up in Goodlettsville, the Goodlettsville Trojans. Head coach Jason Brown and Damon Estep. So I wanted to recognize them as we begin to start the season. So he'll be out there next week. It's been a little busy for me, so we're going to be getting him started a little late, even though he doesn't want to do it. But hey, when you're good at something, I'm just going to make you keep doing it. So. All right, so while we wait on the calls to come in here, we're going to talk about some supplements here, okay, guys? All right, so the big one that everybody is always talking about is beetroot juice. So, Dr. Pruitt, what is that about? It's this thing here, beetroot juice, and I have signs all over the pharmacy. Hey, ask us about it. See what it's about. This is our solution for hypertension, for diabetes, for cholesterol, for liver disease, for pancreas, pancreatitis, any number of things. Low iron, anemia, it's good for that as well. Inflammation. So beetroot juice kind of got its start from a bunch of truck drivers who came to me and they could not get their DOT physical cards because their blood pressures were still high. And all of them were still on medication, but they still couldn't get their blood pressures down. So what I did is I got them a shot of beetroot juice before their tests, and everyone passed. And so it began taking off, being very popular to get your blood pressure down the first day you take it, within the first hour. So one of them came back to me and said, "Hey, doc, I know it's good for blood pressure, but my doctor said my A1C is going down. Is it good for diabetes too?" The question is yes. Yes, it is good for diabetes. What we've noticed is a very quick turnaround in A1C, very quick turnaround in blood sugar. But what happens is this gives the pancreas what it needs to function properly. So it allows it to produce the insulin to get your blood sugar down. So this stuff is pretty quick. The biggest turnaround I've seen is someone had an A1C of about, it was like 12, and he had dropped it down to an 8. And this was within a 1-month period. Usually A1C is about a 3-month deal. But it looks like we've got our first caller here. So you guys stay right there. I'm going to see who this is here. Lori, welcome to Pharmacist On Call. Let me help you.
Yes, I have a question, please.
Yes, ma'am.
It's regarding it's regarding the weather. Right now, we're having this heat wave, and I'm taking a diuretic, but I'm outside too. So do I need to continue to take the diuretic, or since I'm sweating so much and I'm releasing so much fluid, or
did you take it because you had swelling in your ankles or something like that?
No, it's a part of blood pressure control.
Okay. I would suggest that you do. Which one is it? Which diuretic?
It's the something or other.
Triamterene?
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, I would still take it, even though you're sweating. You still have some sodium in you that we're going to need to get rid of. So continue to take it. The more important thing is to make sure that you are hydrating properly. And I don't have my alkaline water bottle up here, but yes, you'll need to be hydrating while continuing to take your medicine. You're going to be sweating out a lot of, your potassium and all of that stuff.
Exactly.
So you need to replenish with water.
Water. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm eating a banana. And
Good. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Because sometimes the diuretics will wind up making you cramp because you do get a little low on your potassium. That particular one actually helps keep the potassium. That's what we call a potassium sparing diuretic. You should be okay, but again, in addition, with the additional sweating that's outside of normal body wear and tear, yeah, your potassium could go down. So either a glass of orange juice, a banana, or something over the counter like potassium gluconate can help keep your potassium levels up. Maybe a Gatorade here and there, even though I'm not crazy about the sugar and the salt intake. But yeah, if you could get it through a banana, something like that, that would be great. But very good question. But hydration and potassium supplementation is what I would recommend. But yes, you do need to continue to take your medicine.
Okay. Thank you so very much.
Yes, ma'am. All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, yeah, so very good question. You have to remember, guys, to hydrate, but hydrate with alkaline water, Kangen alkaline water, available at Pruitt's Discount Pharmacy, available at the Kangen Water Store of Nashville. You need a water that's going to be high pH, one that's going to be able to, with small molecules, that can perfuse into the tissues easily. And that's why those of you who drink the water, you notice that you don't drink it and get bloated like you would with tap or any other kind of water. That's because the molecules are so small that you can drink a ton of this stuff and really just keep it going. And that will help flush out all the sodium and the things that, kind of what she's worried about, taking her diuretic, even in lieu of the sun and the heat. Let's see, we were talking about beetroot juice. So one other thing, cholesterol. So we talked about blood pressure, diabetes. We also want to talk about its effect on cholesterol. So it kind of functions like what were your statins, the HMG-CoA reductase inhibitors, and it helps to lower your cholesterol. For those of you who have a liver disease, it has something in it called betaine, B-E-T-A-I-N-E, which is a compound which helps detoxify the liver. So for those of you with cirrhosis, hepatitis, and all that, those inflammatory processes in the liver, this will help take down the inflammation in the liver. This will help detoxify it and allow it to begin to heal itself. Especially all you weekend warriors out there, you know, Casamigos and all of that. You're going to need your alkaline water, but make sure you got a steady dose of beetroot juice so that you can allow your liver to heal itself. It is also good for the pancreas as well. So for those of you, remember we talked about how good it was in diabetes. In diabetes, pretty much pancreatic insufficiency, which means your pancreas isn't working properly. So it can't secrete the enzymes, break down your food. And for those of you who have pancreatitis, you know, sometimes you get a little nauseous, you have pain on the left side of your body. This helps with that nausea that you have, the loss of appetite and all of that. You can stave that off with beetroot juice. And then I would probably recommend some super enzymes too. Looks like we got another call here, so let's get into that. All right. Edwina, welcome to Pharmacist On Call. Let me help you.
My name is Edwina. I was calling about, I had some surgery done on my foot, so
yes,
I was taking some gabapentin.
Okay.
So I want to know how long can you actually take a gabapentin, because I've been taking it since back in January.
I have people who have been on gabapentin for years.
For real? Okay.
Several years, yes, ma'am. So what type of pain you experience? Are you experiencing the neuropathy?
Where it was, I started having pain in my foot, and it just kept, it was just kind of excruciating pain, but it didn't go away. So he didn't really tell me exactly what it was, but I had some surgery done on my foot. But after I had the surgery, it really helped my foot. It really did.
Okay.
But then I'm still taking the gabapentin. I'm taking a 300 just at nighttime when I go to bed. So that's what I take every day. I take it every day, but I want to know, is it considered as a controlled substance? If I can stop just taking it, is it okay to continue taking it for a while? I just admitted that question.
Okay, a very good question. So gabapentin was moved to controlled substance status maybe 2015. I don't think I had been open that long as a pharmacy. And they did notice that in some populations it can be habit forming. I wouldn't put it up there with the oxycodone and hydrocodone and all that. You being on one capsule at night, I would suspect that it would not be necessarily habit forming for you. So I would speak with your doctor about that, about trying to maybe taper yourself off of that. Are you no longer experiencing the neuropathy?
No, I'm not. I'm not having any pain, but I don't know why I'm just still taking the pill at night. You know.
I would.
I don't know if it's a fear or just I just don't want to stop taking it. You know.
I would just hold off on it and let it become an as needed thing. So if you don't need it, that's right. If you don't need it, don't take it. If you do, take it.
Okay. All right then.
Yes, ma'am. Good question, though.
Okay. All right.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. All righty. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Yeah, good question. Good question. Gabapentin is a strange kind of thing. Normally not habit forming, but in some populations, like those who are recovering from opiate use, we have found that it has become habit forming for them. From my discussions with certain patients, it helps them stave off the sickness, but it may give them another, in high doses, another sort of high. So yeah, very interesting drug, gabapentin. Looks like we got one more caller here. Tom, welcome to Pharmacist On Call. Let me help you. Hello, Tom.
Hello. I was wondering that juice that you are talking about for low blood pressure and other things, what is that called again?
Beetroot juice. So it is the beet and its root. Yes, and it's highly concentrated in juice form in its natural form. A lot of people ask me about the powder formula. I don't fool with that. We do it as it naturally comes, and that's the best form of the juice. Yes, sir. What was your question?
And where can that be purchased?
At Pruitt's Discount Pharmacy, the pharmacy choice for the uninsured. The producer is going to flash our location at the end of the show. So we're going to hold you hostage and make you watch until the end of the show.
Okay, all right. Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, thank you. All right, everyone, stay right there. We'll be right back. We're up on our first break. All right, who we got here? Is that Mary on 4? Okay. A big shout out to all of you in Instagram and Facebook, LinkedIn, all of you guys. Appreciate you joining in. Feel free to chime in, shoot questions in the comment section. The show is about you guys too out there all over the world. Okay, I see you guys' questions there on Facebook. We're going to get to those, but I want to answer them live on air so that everybody can get the benefit of the answer. All right. So 30 seconds before we get back on air here, guys. Don't be shy. Chime in with those questions, those comments. All right, welcome back to Pharmacist On Call. Your host, Dr. Sean Pruitt, community pharmacist of the world. We're going to get right back into your calls, but before we do, wanted to recognize some of my Facebook viewers. Mr. Jason Stafford chimed in. His mother, Dorothy Stafford, want to wish her a happy birthday, July 30th. She's the queen of Red Boiling Springs, whole family of loyal supporters of the pharmacy. So big shout out, Miss Dorothy and Jason and Holly up there in Red Boiling Springs. So looking forward to see you all. Make sure you come in for your free gallon and your birthday hug, Ms. Stafford. Okay, and then Jason mentioned a good question too. He talked about his medications and being out in the sun. Guys, there are some medications that can kind of make you feel a little funny if you're out there too long in the sun. This is what we call photosensitive. So for those of you who take hydrochlorothiazide, this is one of those medications that kind of makes you sensitive to sunlight. The other, for those of you who are taking the antibiotic doxycycline, it can also bring you down and make you feel really run down. So these two drugs, just off first glance, I can remember being highly photosensitive. So make sure if you're watching taking these drugs, to watch the time that you're spending out in the sun, because it can kind of bring you down there. We're going to get into our call here. Mary, welcome to Pharmacist On Call. Let me help you.
Yes, I'm having a problem with my blood pressure. I take blood pressure medication. I take 2, and also diabetes.
Okay.
My blood sugar being up, and I take a medication for that. And also, I have problem with congestion heart failure and fluid buildup.
Okay. Okay. Now, your own medication. What medications are you taking?
Losartan, and the other one, I can't think the name of it. That was
Metoprolol.
Motherfucker, right?
Okay. All right.
And then I take for the blood sugar. I take let's see, I can't think of it. Trigenter, yes.
Trigenta. Okay. Okay. And that's the only one you're taking for diabetes?
Right.
What?
That's using and the blood pressure medicine and the fluid milk. I take fluid medication.
All right. So where does your A1C run?
She said it was last time I was the doctor. It was good. It was
Okay.
good.
All right. All right. Great. So you say you're still having issues with fluid buildup?
Yes, I do.
All right. So I noticed you didn't mention a diuretic in there, something to help you pee out that fluid. So there is no furosemide or hydrochlorothiazide,
Yes.
spironolactone?
I do take the fluid medicine.
Okay. Hold out on us. Okay. All right. What dose are you taking on that?
I take a 20, and then if it's up, I take 2, so it'll be 8. I take 80.
Okay.
But not all the time because I have problem with the kidney, and so when it's down, the head go down on it when the fluid not built, not be highly built.
Okay. So does that, when you increase that dose, that takes care of the fluid?
Yes, most of the time, but
Okay.
it don't stay. It don't hold.
Yeah. So I wanted to ask you about your diet and if you were putting in extra sodium in your diet.
Yes, I tried to cut it down.
I understand.
Cut my salt down.
Yes, ma'am.
Salt down.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
and
that.
the weight,
Go ahead.
and the weight.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
So hit my weight.
Okay. So yeah, we can kind of watch the salt, so you know kind of where it's coming from. How much water are you drinking so that you can help that diuretic, pee out that fluid?
I use about 2 or 3 bottles a day.
Are you on fluid restriction? Did your doctor tell you I only want you to drink so much water?
Yes, or it hadn't this lately.
Okay.
Usually put 64. I think it's 64.
64 ounces. Okay.
A day, but lately we hadn't.
Okay. I'd say just modify your diet. It sounds like you're on a decent regimen given the heart failure and the blood pressure medication. Sounds like you have some issues with occasional fluid buildup, but it looks like when you increase your dose, you can take care of that for the most part. I say we just really try to be good about preventing it by watching the diet. And if you know you just got to cheat and have something good and seasoned, then have those extra pills on hand so that you can, kind of stave that off.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But I would recommend is your blood pressure staying pretty much good like your A1C is, or you see it's kind of getting a little high there?
My blood pressure is up, kind of up and down, about 154 or 140 something over 60 something. Sometimes stays me, but most of the time it's 160 something at the bottom. Then sometimes they go to 59 to 54 or something at the bottom. So then I don't take it.
Yeah, that's a little too low.
Right.
And the bottom number's a little too high. Okay. Yeah, that's weird.
No, the bottom number is the 54, and the top number usually run 100 and something.
Okay.
Over 100, about 150 something.
Okay, 100 something over 54. Okay.
Right.
Sounds like you maybe being pulled down. How do you feel with your energy wise?
I mean, lost.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds like sometimes your blood pressure may be being pulled down a little too low. That bottom number is too low from what I'm hearing. It should be closer to 80 or maybe, upper 70s. But it shouldn't be in the 50s. Yeah. So I would ask your doctor about that. Just say, hey, I noticed my bottom number is really low sometimes. Maybe we need to adjust one of my medications because it's really dragging me down.
Okay, all right. And I also I take blood thinner.
Okay. I would recommend that. Okay. Yeah, other than those few things, I think you're okay. I don't even think you necessarily need the beetroot juice because we don't want you to go any lower. If anything, we may want to kind of tweak your dose there so that your bottom number is not so low. You understand?
Okay. What's on the top number?
Top number. See, I don't know if somebody got on your nerves and made your number go up. Watching TV and something upset you. Yeah, because you said it was like 150.
150 something, sometimes 160 something.
Yeah, that's too high.
I think if I'm do exercise or something, when I'm moving around, I can tell, you know, but it usually stays around 140 something, 150 something.
140, I can deal with a lot better than 150. Yeah, that's a little too high. Yeah. Yes, I think you need maybe some adjustments on the medication there to help bring that top down, but not so much that bottom number is so low.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think you just have to go see your doctor and y'all have to work on that medication regimen.
On the medication.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yes, ma'am.
Thanks.
All right. Okay, thank you. All right, bye-bye. Okay, see what we got here. So that was Mary. Gilberta, welcome to Pharmacist On Call. May I help you?
Yes, Gilberta Hazelwood.
How you doing?
I don't know. I'm kind of scared right now.
What's going on?
My blood pressure, my head is sitting kind of tight. And at 7:16, my blood pressure is 166/88. Then I went and mixed it. Early today it was 156/132.
Okay.
And I mixed with some garlic and a bottle of water.
Okay.
The garlic helps your blood pressure.
It does, but what I want you to do, Miss Hazlett, is go to the ER and let them get you stabilized first, okay? Because your numbers are a little higher than I would want them to be. So let's let them get you stabilized first.
Normally it's like one something over 70 something, 88 and 98.
Yes, ma'am. So what do you think is causing it to go up like it is?
I really don't know.
So nothing bothering you? You haven't eaten anything too salty, no caffeine products?
No, I ate fruit today. I ate one banana sandwich. And I drink some fruit juice.
Okay.
But it just comes like every once in a while.
Is it a certain time of day or you notice it at night?
I noticed it last night. And in the day it was 198. It's the bottom number is never like that.
Okay.
I always won something over 70 something.
You looking at TV, Miss Hazlett?
Yeah.
Come see me.
I know I tried that before, but I didn't continue with it.
Well, if you continue with it, it'll do well for you.
Okay, how much is it?
It's $24.99. You're gonna do a cap full in the morning on an empty stomach and right before you go to bed.
I do that. Okay.
All right.
Open tomorrow?
Yeah. We open from tomorrow from 9 to 6. Yes, ma'am.
I think I need to go to the doctor tonight.
Mm-hmm. You do need to go to the doctor tonight to get stabilized. Then I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right, thank you. All right, good to hear from you.
Thank you.
All righty, bye-bye. All right, everyone, we are up on another break. We'll be right back. Let's see. All right, so we got Nicole on 6 here. Okay. Okay, you're welcome, Jason. All right. And then, Sharonda, we're going to answer your question live on air once we get back from break. Pretty good question. All right, so those of you out there, don't be shy. Ask a question. If you want to call in, we have a new number now, so it's 615-234-3675. 5650. And be sure to share this with someone who has health conditions, health questions, but they're not getting the answers that they need from their doctors and pharmacists. They're not getting the improvements in health. You're hearing the people talk about, their blood pressures are still high, even in lieu of medication. So call those people that maybe suffering from blood pressure, diabetes, chronic pain, depression, anxiety. So this is their 1 hour forum to ask those questions that you normally can't ask because the pharmacists and the doctors are so busy. So that's why we do this community service every month. Okay, so about 30 seconds out, we're gonna get back on the here and get it done. All right, welcome back to Pharmacist On Call, your host, Dr. Sean Pruitt, community pharmacist of the world. Before we get back into your calls, I did want to mention we are participating in a research study. This research study pays each participant $240. It's an over-the-phone interview. Call the pharmacy for more details. The qualifier is you must be a person who is taking or has taken opioids. So it's basically like a survey you do over the phone. Again, $240 paid to you. It looks like we have a question on Facebook here. Miss Sharonda Lee wanted to know, what can you take for rheumatoid arthritis? Good question, Sharonda. So what we recommend, a couple of things. First is the turmeric capsules, which turmeric is it's a spice that you cook with. So we recommend it because it is really strong in terms of being an anti-inflammatory agent. So I recommend maybe 600 milligrams or so twice a day. I take it every morning. Excuse me. So I recommend turmeric, but the best is probably going to be Pharmacist Blends hemp oil. Not only does it help with inflammation, also helps with chronic pain as well. So we've had a number of people come in. We give free samples, by the way. So if you're hurting or you have arthritis, people like Sharonda, come in. We'll give you a free sample, let you try it. Most people say that this stuff helps them within 1 minute. So it works very quickly because it gets into the bloodstream pretty quickly. I recommend this. So Pharmacist Blend hemp oil, Sharonda. This is some good stuff. Our prices range from $20 all the way up to $160, depending on the size and the milligram that you want. So free samples of this every day, guys. If your meemaw, your grannies, pawpaw and them hurting, send them on by for a free sample. Now, this is also good for those of you who suffer from anxiety or nausea. So it's good for a number of different things. But good question, Sharonda. All right, so we're going to get into your calls here. Nicole, welcome to Pharmacist On Call. Let me help you.
Yes, sir. Dr. Pruitt?
Yes, ma'am.
I have a question for you. I've heard you speak about this. I appreciate you having the show. Tell me about pumpkin seed oil, Dr. Pruitt. I've been dealing with some things over the last 3 years. Think that we're kind of possibly dealing with overactive bladder. And I take the Merbetrex, the 50 milligrams, but I still, this doesn't resolve. Frequency was kind of my issue with symptoms. Have just had a variety. And I've heard you talk about, just in kind of passing, the pumpkin seed oil. Is that something that you can kind of elaborate on, that might be something that would help?
Yes, ma'am. Good question, Nicole. Yes. So pumpkin seed oil has done very well with my patients who have overactive bladders.
Okay.
The oil form and the capsule form, people are getting results. And what it does, it stops that spasming that the bladder does, which causes the frequent urgency and wanting to urinate and all that. So
that's the frequency thing, yeah, was kind of what I had struggled with too. Now, Dr. Pruitt, I do have the PCOS that I take 1,000 milligrams of the metformin for.
Okay.
That wouldn't interact with that at all in any way?
Pumpkin seed oil? I would not think not, no.
Okay. And then it doesn't probably have a high side effect type thing to it. Pumpkin seed oil would probably be pretty doubtful.
I think you're rather benign in terms of side effects. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, what about the dosage, Dr. Pruitt? That was the one thing I could never find. What how many milligrams, and does it matter if I take it? It would just be in a capsule that's like an oil in a capsule.
Yeah, I think the capsules run around 400 or 500 milligrams. You take those twice a day. And I think with this particular liquid, it may be a tablespoon a day. Let's see what we got here.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 or 2 tablespoonfuls. So 30 or 60 milliliters would get you once or twice a day. So a big teaspoon or two would get you to
30 or 60 milliliters.
A big tablespoon, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Tablespoon, okay.
Yeah, or the capsules will be, I want to say 400 or 500 milligram capsules.
Twice a day.
Yeah,
so
twice
basically like 1,000 milligrams a day then.
900 to 1,000 milligrams a day. Yeah. Now, when is your problem time? Is it at night when you're trying to go to bed, or are you just all during the day?
It's all the time, Dr. Pruitt. Just frequency. I do have some light incontinence, but it's just never, the Myrbetriq does something. Like I've noticed if I don't take it, but it's just never resolved the whole issue. And I'm not sure. I'm uninsured, so I'm not sure we've gotten to the whole bottom of it. I've done some physical therapy too, but just in trying to be all natural and healthier things, and just looking for any type of extra relief to resolve the issue. You've never heard of any connection with the PCOS in any of your patients, an overactive bladder connection?
None. No, ma'am, none. But that doesn't mean anything. It may exist.
That's true. We're all different. God made us all different too.
That's right.
Sure, definitely.
So do
definitely. You guys sell this in the pharmacy?
Yeah.
Do you have an idea of kind of price range, like what you guys sell it for?
The liquid's about $20. The capsules are a little cheaper, so they may run in the $12 to $15 range. So very affordable.
Oh, wow, Dr. Pruitt. That's really affordable though.
Yeah.
Yes, we're not looking, because I'll be honest, thankfully through a program, since I'm uninsured, and this is effective work. So, it's just kind of been a hard season. The Myrbetriq, nothing against that. There's no generic. So as you know that as a pharmacist with all your knowledge, it's not affordable at all.
Yeah.
So,
do you when you do go,
ahead.
are you getting a complete emptying, or is it just like spurts? Or
I think so. It's just, you can go, it can vary. Of course, I'm totally just a water drinker, and I was primarily that before, and not a soda drinker. I did like a glass of tea, which of course I know that does affect it now, so I limit that. Really don't do that hardly occasionally, but it can vary from day to day, and it could be, you might wait a while. You can go, but then you can feel like you have to go back in 15, 20, 30 minutes, an hour. Of course, physical therapy kind of worked on that to try to kind of retrain that, but it's just never resolved and just really affected. And
when do you shut off your water drinking for the day?
That is something I probably could work on. More. To try to kind of watch that. What would you recommend from your knowledge?
I'd probably
be hours before bedtime.
Yeah, probably earlier than that. So yeah, 6 p.m., 5:30, 6 p.m. And if you have to just swallow something, maybe a swallow or two, but not a gulp that your body's going to be tempted to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are there any other, that's a good reminder, any other things that you've just kind of heard from your patients that might be something that I could work at too?
Yeah, I think you mentioned the tea. So tea and caffeine, guys, is a diuretic. So it's going to make her want to use the bathroom, which is going to work against what she wants. So it's chocolate. And so if you want to binge on chocolate at night, it's going to work against you. So you have to be careful of those in desserts.
I've kind of wondered about that. I've kind of, just caffeine, which I wasn't a soda drinker, just occasional tea. But I definitely think there's total truth to what you're saying about the chocolate for me.
Absolutely.
So that might be for sure. Definitely. Dr. Pruitt, tell us when you get a chance in the show tonight, you're around at the pharmacy if we ever need to pop by and ask a question when you're not blessing us with your time here on the show. Is that something that we can do as patients, just kind of pop in and
yes, they do
here and there?
all the time. Yeah, I'm at the pharmacy. I'm at the Dickerson Road location primarily now. So you can catch me there. I'm generally there from 9 to 6 most days. Yeah. So you can just pop in.
This is something you guys can ship to me too, Dr. Pruitt. I'm gonna get hour plus out from you guys. Y'all can always ship. I can touch base with the pharmacy, and that's something that you guys might could do too.
Yeah, absolutely. Where are you from?
I'm out just a good hour outside of Nashville, going towards the west. I'm just out in the Dixon area.
Okay. Yeah. We ship nationwide.
But
we ship nationwide.
Okay, perfect, Dr. Pruitt. Well, so the 500 milligrams then twice a day, so basically looking at 1,000 milligrams for the tablets.
And give me a call at the pharmacy so I can let you know exactly what milligram we have.
Okay, perfect, Dr. Pruitt. 9 to 6. Okay, I appreciate all that you do. Thanks for sharing your pharmacy knowledge with us. We really appreciate the show.
Yes, ma'am. All right, thank you for your call.
Hey, stay cool, Dr. Pruitt.
All right, we'll do. All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
All righty, bye-bye. Very enjoyable call there. All right, let's see here. Who we got? Liz, welcome to Pharmacist On Call. May I help you?
Hi, yes. I just had a question. I have a lot of stomach issues and have since I was a child. And I am having a lot of acid reflux.
Okay.
And so I've been taking the probiotics. I've also, the doctor prescribed omeprazole 20 milligrams, but I have boosted it up to 40 milligrams. But my understanding is omeprazole is not good for you, for your kidneys. And so I went to kind of like a health food store and talked to them, and they not prescribe, but they recommended, it's a liquid, and it's like holistic type. It's got ginger and garlic and apple cider, and I started trying that, and it actually got a lot worse, to the point that my stomach was in terrible spasms. And so I don't know if you recommend anything other than what I'm doing right now.
Yes, I do. So the reason that your stomach got worse, especially with that apple cider vinegar, that stuff is acidic, and so it made the situation worse. And
Okay.
ginger normally is settling, but probably in the presence of garlic, it can be a little strong too. What we recommend for our reflux patients, two things. A, do not eat and lay down within 2 hours of eating, because you're just going to make the stomach acid come up. Number two,
Okay.
drink a gallon of drink alkaline water, because that high pH water reduces the acid buildup in the stomach and stops all that burning. So most people that drink it say that the heartburn goes away somewhere between 15 and 30 minutes. Those are my two recommendations. First, about the prevention with the not eating and then laying down right after, and then the alkaline water.
Yeah. What, I know this sounds dumb on my part, but what alkaline water are you referring to?
Oh, Kangen alkaline water. Kangen is the top of the line. It's the Mercedes of alkaline water. So it's available at the pharmacy. We have tons of people, and some will probably call in here. But yes, we sell quite a bit of that. Most people use it for gout and arthritis, but a number of people use it for the acid reflux piece. A number have come off of their drugs like omeprazole and Protonix and all of that, just because the water does such a good number with the heartburn.
Okay, all righty. Now, is the omeprazole, is it bad for your kidneys?
Yeah, I would stay away from omeprazole. I think it's bad for your bones too. And I thought there was an article about it causing dementia and some other stuff. So we generally try to keep it as natural as possible. And the issue with omeprazole is that it can take like up to 2 weeks for that stuff to really be effective. So we want you to get well as soon as you can. So we know that the alkaline water begins to reduce that. The first time you drink it, it begins to work within a few minutes.
Okay, all righty. So the alkaline water, and what was the other? I'm sorry.
Oh, lifestyle modification. Do not eat and lay down within 2 hours of you having dinner.
Okay, all righty.
If you sit up, give your
Now,
body time to digest.
Okay. Where is your pharmacy located?
That's a good question, and you are going to have to wait till the end of the show until the producer flashes the address and phone number. So you're going to be held hostage here another 15 minutes, and then we will tell you everything. All will be revealed. So yeah, just stay with us, and then we'll let you know where you can get all these goodies.
Okay, that sounds awesome. Thank you so
Yes,
much.
ma'am. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, ma'am.
Have a good night.
Okay, you too.
Thanks.
All righty, bye-bye. Looks like
Bye-bye.
got time for one more here. Let's see who we've got on. Welcome to Pharmacist On Call. Let me help you.
Yes, hi, Dr. Pruitt.
Hi.
I was calling to get your insight on CMOS.
Okay.
A friend of mine swears by it, says that it really helps with the pain. But fortunately, I don't have pain, so is it good for anything else other than pain? I would love your insight on that. It's CMOS.
Yeah, CMOS, I don't have too much experience with. So from my basic understanding, it's seaweed. And I believe the best form of it is Chondrus crispus. And so it has like 90 or 100 of all the minerals that we're supposed to have. Now, the reason it probably helped your friend is she may have a mineral deficiency, like a magnesium or something like that, that kind of contributed to her pain. But I've heard some of everything just in good general health with sea moss. I don't fool with it because it has a short shelf life and pretty labor intensive in terms of manufacturing. I have a guy who is in the same place where we are, who's in the same unit. His name is Mike True. I would probably call him the guru of sea moss. Mike, if you watch, I'm getting ready to send a bunch of people your way that want sea moss. So he's at the same facility, and he's just in Unit G. So once you see the address, he'll be in Unit G. Or if you just come to the pharmacy, we'll direct you to him. But he also does sea moss.
Okay. All right, Dr. Pruitt. Thank you so much.
Yes, ma'am. All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
All righty. Bye-bye. One more. Let's see. Joe, welcome to Pharmacist On Call. Let me help you.
Hey, Pruitt.
How you doing?
Good. I'm doing all right. I want to ask you a question.
Go ahead.
I got this mucus in my throat, man. They've been in there for the last month. I can't get it loose.
Okay.
What is good at getting that mucus out of your throat?
Good question. So you're going to have to change your diet up because I'm sure that you noticed that after you have pizza, cheese, ice cream, and all that, the mucus gets worse. But this is what we can do about it. Dr. Pruitt's potion. So I made this for COVID-19, did really well, but it is also good at stopping the production of mucus. Those of you who are suffering from allergies and sinuses, this will help you. So this takes care of all that. So you can do about 2 teaspoons of this. Again, watching what you eat, knock this out. 2 teaspoons of this daily. Avoid sugar while you're having the mucus build up there, and then alkaline water to help flush it out. But Dr. Pruitt's potion is what you want.
Yeah, so what is that? How much that cost?
The smallest bottle is $24.99. This one is $49.99, and then our big family size bottle is $100.
Okay. So when you gonna be at your store on Dixon Road?
Tomorrow from 9 to 6.
So you'll be there?
Yes, I'll be there. But even if I'm not, my employees know what Dr. Pruitt's potion is. They can sell it to you.
Well, this Fat Daddy Rap, I was gonna drop some stuff off that to you.
Oh yeah, well, come on, man. Yeah, I'll be there from 9 to 6.
Okay, that's good. I've been trying to catch up with you.
Hey man, I'm a hard man to kind of keep up with.
Okay, but you know who I am, Fat Daddy Rap, don't you?
I do know who you are. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, then.
All right, man.
Okay, good.
All right,
I'll see you tomorrow, then.
Okay, then. All right, you will.
Bye-bye.
All right. All right. Okay, one last, and then we're gonna let it ride. Let's see here. Gwen, welcome to Pharmacist On Call. Let me help you. Hello. Pharmacist On Call. Let me help you. Pharmacist On Call going once.
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. How can we help you?
Are you talking to me?
Yes, ma'am. I'm looking right at you. You. Yes.
I want to know something about the skin. I want to know about the skin.
Yeah, could you turn your TV down some, ma'am?
Huh?
Could you turn your TV down because we're getting feedback and it's causing the delay there?
Is that what it is?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Now.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, am I talking?
Yeah, you're talking to me now.
Okay. Anyway, I want to know about, like the injections in your skin and the man face,
One more time.
You know how men shave or something like that. He was using some primer or something like that on the skin to even it out. But it's like the indentions in the skin.
Indentions in your skin. Please explain, like indentions,
like
wrinkles.
It's not wrinkles. It's like a indentions, like if the skin is.
All right, sounds like you get ready to ask me a question that a dermatologist would probably have to answer. So you're talking about like pockets in the skin?
Yeah.
Okay.
The whole.
I'd probably have to see him. He may have to come by.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like everybody on the jaws and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'd probably have to see it to be able to determine, course of action on that. It may require a dermatologist. Yeah, we may not be able to help him on that.
Okay, I just want to know if you know anything to put on it.
Like
okay.
Okay, yeah, I got to see what it is first.
All right.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, you're welcome. All right, everyone, we will be right back. We're up on our next break. See you in a minute. Okay, let's see what we got here. Okay, who do we have on one here? Mitchell, okay. 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 2 minutes. Okay. So we're coming back at 54. Okay. And then 57 will be hard out. Okay. Yeah, 57. Okay. All right, cool. Okay. All right, everyone. Yeah, keep those questions coming in. I know some of the questions I had to do a little deeper dig to kind of get a better sense of what everyone needed. So make sure you guys chime in with your questions here. We'll be back on in about, it's about 2 more minutes here. All righty. So 30 seconds, we'll be back on here. All right, welcome back to Pharmacist On Call. Your host, Dr. Sean Pruitt, Community Pharmacist of the World. I'm going to quickly get into your calls here. All right, Mitchell, welcome to Pharmacist On Call. Let me help you.
Yes, good. How you doing, Mr. Pruitt?
Very good. I can help you today.
Yes, this is Mitchell Ford. I'm the diabetic. What seaweed is good to regulate my diabetes?
Seaweed or product?
Product.
Mitchell Ford.
Yes,
Michael and Kevin's brother?
Yeah.
What's up, cuz? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
All right, pretty good, man. Pretty good. All right, so I would recommend beetroot juice. That's what I recommend to get your diabetes in order. Shake this up good, cap full first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, and right before you go to bed, it's gonna pull your sugar down and your A1C. And then get in some alkaline water. Oh yeah, works quick. You get some alkaline water.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, you have it in your pharmacy on Dixon Road?
Just had 50 bottles come in today, everybody. So yes, we've got plenty right now. But you know how that goes.
Okay.
Get there quick.
I'll be there tomorrow.
All right, man. Good to hear from you.
All right, you too, cuz. You take care.
All right, take care, Mitch.
All right, bye.
All right, bye-bye. Okay, let's see here. I think that is it. I did want to also remind everyone, CKLS is in. So it took us several months. We finally got it back in. Colon, kidney, liver, spleen cleanser. It's in. For those of you interested in the research study that pays $240, make sure you give us a call at the pharmacy. We'll give you all the pertinent information. Looks like we're up on another break here, so we will be right back. How's it going?
All right.
All right.
I'm glad you're here, Deborah's with me tonight.
Okay.
She wants to talk to you about that, oil.
The hemp oil?
The pumpkin seed oil?
Pumpkin seed oil? Yeah.
She was talking to you about
Yeah, it'll slow that bladder down.
That's what she needs.
All right.
You been well, Sean?
I have. How about you guys?
Been great. You know, it's hot, you can't do much.
Yeah.
You better not, anyway.
Why did I figured that you guys be too tough for that?
Oh, we are, but still, you don't want to talk about it, just go do it.
That's true. That's
I
true.
went out yesterday, saw pretty sunrise.
And that was about it. Huh?
We went Saturday at the Cordell Hall right in the car that we called you. You know, 10:30 is about enough.
So you cutting it off pretty early.
Yeah, 10:30, 11 o'clock, you can get over there.
Okay.
9 o'clock.
What time you start?
We probably got up at 5:30, 6 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah.
For sunrise,
Okay.
we're there. I mean, we're ready to roll.
Okay. Yeah, I guess you cut out by 10 then.
Yeah, you can't take it, it's just too much.
Yeah. Let's see what we got here. All right, Wandrell, we got you. We got plenty of hemp lotion. Come on in. So how long will I have once we come back? Okay. Okay. Right, good deal. All right, welcome back to Pharmacist On Call. Your host, Dr. Sean Pruitt, Community Pharmacist of the World. Everyone, I want to thank you for a great show, great questions. If you stump me, stop by the pharmacy. Everyone, you see the information right here, so be sure to stop by. I'll be there myself from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So come in with the questions. Plenty of beetroot juice, plenty of CKLS. Again, if you're interested in the study that pays $240, you can ask me about that. And hemp oil, free samples, we do it. Hemp lotion, free samples, we do it. If you got eczema or psoriasis, free samples, we do it. This is your Pharmacist On Call. I'll see you in August during the free show. So call in, free stuff for every caller. See you next month. All right, thank you, sir. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
All right, then. Yeah, Sean, this is my wife, Debbie.
How you doing, ma'am?
I need that.
And the pumpkin seed oil? All right.
You need what?
We got you. Let's see here.
He's already coming football. Yeah, we changed the number. Yeah.